Alright, welcome back to another video. S here from s&a'sorgnitecreations. Now, in front of you here we got some orders, not this one. We'll get into this one in a second. And these pyramids as well. They are not orders, but everything else. This here, these ones here, these pendants, they're all sales. They're ready to be shipped. Alright. Also behind me I've got about probably 10 to 15 other orders ready to go. So if you guys are watching this stuff and you've ordered some of our stuff, chances are your one might be in that list, so it'll probably already be shipped to you by the time you're watching this. All right, so I'm just going to get into what we've got here. So someone ordered these two here. Now these ones are Scalar and this one is Scalar. Cameron, this is yours. If you're watching, so yes, that is yours. That is done. Oops. People who ordered these pendants, let's have a look. I've still got more orders to go. The Black Friday sale's got to catch up with orders, but you see some interference Rodin Coil ones, a chakra Rodin Coil one. This one here is our standard sort of Rodin vortex coil, and our double MWA antenna. There's 4 antenna discs on here. There's the one that you see here, one on the back of that disc, one that you see here, one on the back of that disc. Essentially 4 golden ratio MWA antennas. Now, they are missing their cords, so I've still got to attach those. Each one of these here powered plates, whether it be Scalar or PEMF, come with this here. Amongst other things as well, there's a power cable as well, power supply unit that goes with this as well. So with this one as well. These ones here are not finished, they are not polished, they are just out the mold, they are waiting for me to have time to be able to get to them. This one here is PEMF, quite strong, very good. Coils, same with this one here, 432 winds on this coil. Love that number, 432. This one here is a Scalar variant. This one here is PEMF. All right, same coil design, similar layouts, a bit different with the crystals and what they are. All right, a little bit different. But yeah, now. So moving on to this bad boy here, yes, it is running. It is running, it's 5 or 6 octaves above 432 to give this a really big range, okay? One of the things that other companies don't touch on that I've noticed is they might give you the range that they can get with their units, whether it be your popular stuff from your other toroidal donuts looking coils. These companies might be iPyramids, for instance. They tell you what range it is, like what diameter field or whatever, or the radius of the field. But they don't tell you what frequency it is. At what frequency are you getting that? Because I can tell you right now, at 1 hertz, they are not getting that range. At 3 hertz, they are not getting that range. At 8 hertz, they're not getting that range. At 20 hertz, they're not getting that range. At 100 hertz, they're not getting that range. When you start to get up to your 432s or other Reich frequencies, when you start to reach the maximum limit, because you can measure it where it maxes out, different coils do different things. These coils here are different to this coil, and this coil, and this coil. Different sizes, different style coils. All do different things. So one frequency is not going to give you the same range with different devices, okay? Now, so I've got this one here set. I think it's 5 octaves above 432. And I can't really calculate that in my head, but I've already done the calculations before. And that is 2,000, the frequency is 2,160 hertz. All right, so that's what's coming out of here. Right now, it is on. You can see this meter's maxed out, right? You know, you got to go up a fair distance and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It'll go up just about, probably touch the ceiling. Now, the house I'm in right now is built in the 20s, this part of the house, and it has mighty, mighty, mighty tall, very tall ceilings. You can't probably tell me just doing that, but, I don't know how many foot ceiling would that be. I don't know. Pretty tall. Big ceilings anyway. So what I'm saying is this has got a pretty decent range. All right. It's powered with 12 volts right now. and it's insane, let me tell you. Now this is not done, not polished, this is out the mold. You can see this matte finish on it, sort of thing. Can you see that? Sort of a bit rough or whatever. So it does need cleaning up, where you get something like these ones here. You can see it's more shiny, more polished up, right? So a lot different, a lot more smooth, slick. The edges are all rounded. All right, you see that, how their edges are rounded? Because they are quite sharp when they come out of the mold, yeah? So a lot of time, a lot of effort goes into something like this, and this is the end result, all right? Obviously, I do all these here myself. Everything's done by hand. Even the polishing, done by these hands here. Put a lot of love, put a lot of effort and time, and they have to be finished specifically. The mixture, the Orgonite matrix, is very specific in what we do. All right. This one is PEMF, obviously. What I'm going to do, I will put the frequency right down, and I'll show you, because when you get a PEMF device, it comes with this little magnet here. This is just what we do, because this is one way where you can test. I'm just lowering the frequencies right now. Oh, I changed the settings on here. One moment, please. Thank you for sticking around. Here we go. All right, now I've got to do that again. All right. So yes, PEMF comes with a little tiny magnet bulb, right? So I'll get that down to 1 hertz. All right. So now, so you can see that there wants to move, right? So you up the frequency. There's 8, 9, 10 hertz, and we're just going to blast it up to about 25, 30. That's 26. There's 30. So this is an easy way, a very easy way for you to tell. Like, is it working? Yes. Lower frequencies, 1 to 30, 1 to 40, sort of makes this ball dance really well. All right. So it's very straightforward, as you can see. Just wants to go. All right, so that's one way to test. So you don't need to get this expensive equipment here, or Gauss meter probes or whatever. I haven't actually measured the actual Gauss coming over here. This is more for detecting range, all right, on what frequencies do what. It does other things too. Obviously, there's different settings on here for other things, but specifically for PEMF, this is what I need on the magnetic field setting, right? And then you can just dial it up. See, it's maxed. You can bring it. If I put that on my knee, say, I'll change the frequency. Oh, so we can see everything. Hey, how about that? All right, putting the frequency up, you can watch this thing go, 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 right? All right. So, depending, but yeah, so that's obviously maxed out, right? So to get to the frequency where I was, which I'm not there yet, actually, just getting back to that frequency, what I said, 5 octaves above 432, which is right here. All right, so there you go. Starts right there. So there's a good foot or more there to there. All right, because everything here is coming straight out of this center. This is an extreme high vortex funnel, if you will. Okay, everything is passing through here. Everything's coming in and coming out of that point. We make sure bio north, let me just get a compass. Okay, we make sure bio north comes out of here, right? So if you're treating yourself, or you want to put a glass of water, pitcher of water, you want to structure your water, you want to treat some stuff, you want to do frequency imprinting, you want to grab certain crystals. If you had crystal on there, you can even do the same thing with your pendant, right? You can imprint copper, and what's this made of? This is copper wire. It's a magnet wire, copper with an enamel coating. It's magnet wire. You can imprint that You can imprint, there's other crystals all in there too. A lot of crystals actually, a lot are in there. You can do a lot with this. Now, Bio-North being more healing for the body, right? If it was South has its benefits, but you got to be careful. It depends on what you want to do with it. You got to understand this. Also, what other companies, I don't see other companies doing this, saying this coil is, this side's south, this side's north, this side, la 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 la, this is for this is for that. I mean, we don't promote that either, really. I mean, I do say Bio-North comes out of here because it's more healing. Now, hear me out. So, Bio-North, more healing for the body. If you just want to generally heal, treat the body, this side is best. South is for growth. Now, growth meaning if you had south side, or bio-south, if you will, if you had seeds, for instance, and you want to expose the seeds to the south side, so you turn this, you could do this. You don't even have to do this. You could just use magnets, literal magnets, right? To seeds, that'll actually make them want to grow more. Now, this is where you've got to be careful, because south side can also make things in the body grow, things you don't want. Just imagine if you had a tumor. You don't want that to grow anymore. Or other stuff you don't, it's for promoting growth, okay? This is what you've got to be careful of, all right? I'm speaking that way so it sort of hits home more. Other companies are not touching this. Now, let me grab something else. So, here we have a typical, this is what your toroidal donut coil is, right? I had this one made so I can test, see what they can do. And it's kind of on par or whatever with what we're doing here anyway. Flattened out versions of this pretty well, okay? Depending on the style, right? Many different windings here, a little bit different there. But this is essentially like a Rodin coil, how it passes, it wraps around the outside, passes through the center, the same what these are doing. Now, this has a north side, on the other side is a south side. Actually, this side is south, the other side is north. Why do I know that? Because I just know testing. All right, so your iPyramids or Q coils or whoever else, other Etsy people, they're making this stuff. There's a north and a south side. Do they ever say which side's for what? Do you ever know? Do they ever test? Right? Now, so Bio-North, this is going to get confusing in a second. Bio-North is beneficial for just treating the body, for healing the body. If you got a tumor, for instance, this isn't going to hurt it. It's not going to amplify the growth of it or whatever. That's what the south is. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do whatever. Seek medical advice. Disclaimer, don't listen to me, okay? I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. That said, now, so this is for healing. The other side, like I said, if you got a tumor and you got other things that you don't want to grow in the body, for instance, if you were balding, I don't want to do this, but if you were balding for a man or whatever, and you wanted to stimulate the growth of your hair, you'd want to use south. But you need to be careful, because what if you had a brain tumor or brain cancer or something like that? You don't want to use south. It would be good for your hair to stimulate the growth of your hair, okay? But if you've got other negative things, if you're really, really healthy and there's nothing wrong with you, go for it. You can use south side, and it's going to stimulate the hair. All right, so this is where you've got to be careful. Now, basically, Bio-North, you're pretty much good to go. It doesn't matter what, just good to go, okay? Bio-North comes out of the center of the earth. If you, okay, flat earth, right? Whether you believe it or not, there's so much evidence these days piling up. The globers are having a real hard time. NASA and all its fake CGI, and it is CGI, it is. Anyway, say this is the flat earth right here, right? Just say ice wall around the outside, Bio-North at the center. So the energy is coming out of the north and wrapping around to the south. That's what we basically got here. But forget about flat earth. That was just an idea, okay? Now, to prove this, compass. You can see which way this needle here, that's pointing north. It's going this way, north, right? So this is plate's obviously on. You'll watch it flick around, okay? You see, it wants to stick to north. Bio-north is at the center. Now, something funny, and this is where it can get confusing to work this stuff out. To what if you got another coil or some other different device and you want to know, or even if you want to work out what side a magnet, a static magnet. You know what I mean? Just a general magnet, okay? If you want to work out what side's what. All right, so compass will always tell you, but bio-north is actually literally south. You heard me right. Bio-north is literally south pole. So literally south pole is coming out of here. So this is where it's really confusing. So bio-north is south. I know it's confusing. And vice versa the other way around, okay? So bio south is actually north. This compass here, all right, so this compass here, that needle is magnetized to be north. Okay, that arrow, that tip is north. I have a Gauss meter probe, I can prove this. This end here is south. If this is north, and you think north is coming out of here, they would repel and it would push the needle away. That's not the case. So north always attracts to south. If you've got two likes, north and north, they repel. South and south, repel. So if this is attracted to that, this is magnetized, that arrow, that point is magnetized north, then this has to be south. All right? It gets confusing. There's books and things you can look up on this and read it about yourself. It was hard for me to wrap my head around to start with, because what you believe and what they taught, I don't know why they changed it. I don't know why they do this. But this is accurate. This is right. All right? This is still bio-north, south. Bio-north, south. Literal south, okay? This is what it is, and this is fine. So the bio-north side is good. All right? Or literal south. This is where you can get confusing. So if you had one of these and you were testing it, if you have a compass, a sure way to know if the compass, say it was this way, if you had a compass and it does that, then you know bio-north is coming out this side. And then you flip it over and do it the same, and the opposite happens, right? The opposite happens, then you know that's bio-south. But you want the bio-north. You want the compass. You want to know what side of a coil the compass points to. If it points to a particular side, you put that side against the body, okay? Bio-north. That's something extra. I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but hey, here we are, here we go. Now, let's do this. All right, so that's off now. Let's plug this in. Let's test this little toroid thing, eh? Alright, now, hang on, give me a moment. Alright, now. So, I know, let me see if I'm right. I know this side is south, is bio-south. So you'll see that back part of the arrow, this here, not the pointer, you'll see this part stick to it, okay? So, ready, boom, see that? The back part of that arrow wants to stick in the middle, yes? This is the side you do not want to put against your body. Alright, flip him over. This side is bio-north. Now the arrow should point. And it does. See that? This is the side you want to put against the body for healing. It's very simple. Maybe I should include a compass instead of a magnet ball, yeah? So, but like I said, the only thing I can really think of, or a couple of things, if you want to regrow your hair, south side, right? South side. Regrow your hair, but you got to make sure there's nothing else wrong with you in the body, in the brain, in the scalp area, or whatever. Potentially, like I said, I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer: don't do what I'm saying. Potentially, you could regrowth hair. Also, germinate your seeds, or like expose your seeds to this field, and or while they're germinating and growing or whatever, and you should see growth. All right, big growth. All right. So yes, I can do this now. I'll unplug this. So bear with me. Just unplug. All right, now let's test. I'll just get this Sorry guys, on the fly, right? Could edit it, but where's the fun of that? Oh, I can't actually do that, never mind. I will, let's plug in this pyramid here. Should be able to, bear with me for a moment, please. Okay, compass, where are you? Now, same deal with these. Bio north is coming out the tip here, right? So this is south, pointing this, oh sorry, north. That arrow is pointing away, but you should watch it tip around. Bing, see? Okay, north, coming out the center, yeah? Look at that. Okay, very good, very strong, gorgeous pyramid. So, put the pyramid underneath your bed for sleep. If you're running sleep frequencies, like you can use 432 to really help with that field, get you and your partner and then some in the field. What was I going to say? Not sure what I was going to say. But if you're sitting at your computer, say, have this right next to your computer while you're playing, playing your computer or working on your computer, whatever. This will be fine. North is the field. Well, obviously it's much bigger than this, but the field is coming out and wrapping it around and coming into the base. Okay, it's doing that. All right, that's how it's doing it. So that'll be absolutely fine if that was sitting on the table or whatever. You'll be in a beneficial frequency bubble, if you will. Okay, this is PEMF. This one, magnetic field. Okay. Bio north is how we do it. We make them this way. Okay, we literally make sure that they are this way. All right. Now that energy is passing all that beneficial energy, bio north is passing all through that crystal matrix too. All right, I've got a theory, it's just theory, but the south, I guess, depends on what you use it for, but the bad side of the coil, just what I'm saying, that side has got to get filtered all through this Orgonite matrix, all the crystals, all the whole matrix that we got in there, right? So it might be rendering it a different way. It might negate the bad effects of it, the negative effects. I don't know. It's just a theory, like I said. But yes, that energy's got to go all through that matrix, right? For the south. So the beneficial one always comes out fresh up top. Same with this, same with this, same with this, same with this. These ones are scalar ones, but not going to get into how I test them or what I do and whatever. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. All right. Oh, here's this. So there's that. All right. It's got a big old range on it too, right? Very, very, very good. All right. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. New orders. Very good stuff. Don't know when this will be available. I want to get this up, but I've got to get through all the Black Friday orders. We've got a lot. This is big. We might start offering this size, maybe soon in the future for PEMF or Scalar variant. All right, but this is much larger. You can see mini. We call this a mini size, medium, large. All right, so that's my hand. Fully stretched out. It's about the full size of my hand pretty well, okay? Yeah. And this one here is obviously like that. And these ones here obviously size of my palm sort of thing. All right. That is it, guys. I've got to put these necklace cords on and get these orders packed. And I will see you next time. And as always, have a good day. Thanks for watching.